guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we have Ramsis with me. Ramsis, say hi to the camera. Say hi to your friends. So Ramsis is a British Shorthair and we're gonna have this video together today. I have another guest for you. I'm just looking for her around the house, but I will catch her. Let's see what is going to happen in today's video. So I have started with Ramsis, and here is Avra. Avra is a British Shorthair, a female one, and Ramsis is a male one. As you can see, Avra hates me hugging her. Avra, come on, we're gonna have a video together. So I will be holding more Ramsis, so just you know. So I asked you guys through Instagram, through my Instagram account, and whoever doesn't follow me on Instagram, it can follow that link and follow me on Instagram as well. So I've asked you on Instagram to question me about cats or things that you would like about cats. So personally, I am an animal lover. I have two cats. I have two British Shorthairs. It's Ramsis and Avra. I'm sure you have already saw them in one of my previous videos because they usually come around and they sit nearby me, or you can even hear them mewing in my videos. So I've asked you guys to text me your questions in regards to cats and animals in general. I promised you that those questions will be featured and will be answered in today's video. So let's start. As I am checking on my phone, I did receive quite a few good ones. I also received some funny ones, which I will leave below and you will be able to see them. But I will mostly share the most serious ones because I want you to leave this video today and have some knowledge about animals and cats especially. So, as I said, I'm an owner of two British Shorthair cats. I used to have lots of animals during my life. I used to have iguanas, I have turtles, I have more cats in Cyprus in my dad's house. So I am very confident with animals and with this subject. So as I said, you will be hearing them mewing. They're around the room. I will be showing you to them a few times during the video. So I will just start with Ramses' question. So there is lots of messages saying hi. This is a very motivational video. Super content, cool story. Thanks guys, thanks very much about those comments. But I will just go forward to the questions and answer the questions that you've asked me. So question number one. Somebody is asking me in Greek, so I'll translate in English, if I love Ramses. Of course I love Ramses. They're my two little babies. They mean the whole life for me. I do care for them. I'm always very stressed when I'm going to travels. I always have my mind with them. So another question. Hi Ramses, are you fat or you're just fluffy? So I have to say that British Shorthairs, they have to have a specific measurement in order to see and to be able to recognize whether they're original British Shorthairs. So British Shorthairs are like that. They're a little bit fat, they're a little bit fluffy at the same time, but it's mostly their coat. So their coat, it's very thick and it's very fluffy at the same time, and it helps them to survive in a very low temperatures. Another question in Greek, which I'm going to translate in English. How will you understand when a cat is angry? So now there's loads of different moves and actions that will show you that a cat is angry. There is a specific sound that the cat does when they're angry. This one. So when you listen to this voice, it is always better to leave the cat on its own. Leave them in relaxed, calm, because when a cat feels the pressure and the stress, the results are not good. They might hurt you. So you don't want to have this, you just want to avoid that. So another question that I received, guys, is what breed is Ramsis and Avra, and how did you have the idea of that name? So Ramsis and Avra, as I said earlier, they're both British Shorthairs, and I always loved the Egyptian and Greek ancient names, so that's why I came with the name Ramsis. Avra is a Greek name and it means positiveness, and because I was so in love with Avra, sometimes you do feel Avra of the people when they're hanging around. Sometimes you are feeling closer to somebody, sometimes you don't feel that close to somebody else. So this is called Avra in Greek, and I loved Avra since this is the first time that I've seen her, and that's why I gave that name to her. I'll go to next questions that you asked Avra. So one of the questions for Avra was where she doesn't like to be touched. So Avra, she doesn't like to be touched in her belly. She only accepts touching to her belly from people that she knows very well, and it's usually me or Ramsis. So she doesn't really like touching, and when she does want touching, she will come to you. You don't want to force her to do something that she don't want to. Another question, should we groom our cats? Of course we should. So grooming is very, very important element. We need to groom our cat at least 3 to 4 times per week. It is ideally if you can brush them every day, but I know reality and routine, it's sometimes you won't be available to do that. But if you do it 3 or 4 times a week, it is very, very good. It is important for their coat, it is important for their skin, so cats, they do need to have grooming at least 3 times per week. Also, when we're talking about grooming, it doesn't matter the breed of the cat. So for example, if you have a Persian cat, you cannot groom them once a week. You have to groom them every day. So it is very important, and before you adopt any cat, it is better to go and have a look about the breed, to see what the breed requires and what the cat will need from you. So for British Shorthairs, for my cats, they don't need that much grooming, so if I groom them 3 times per week, they are fine. Another question that I had, why cats hide their food? So cats have the wild instincts, right? So they have the wild instincts from their cousins, tigers and lions. So those instincts, sometimes they do not go away even if your cat is domestic. They are hiding their food because of other predators. Another question, what does it mean when a cat have a tail up? So when a cat have a tail up, it means loads of things. It might mean that they're happy, it might mean that they're curious, they're interested on something, and they are exploring something. So when the cat have a tail up, this is a positive thing. It means that your cat is happy, it means that your cat is curious, have all of its instincts alive, and your cat is happy to explore. So when a cat tail is up, it is a positive thing. Why cats purr? So purring is one of the iconic sounds in the animal kingdom. It's a unique vocal feature. This sound, it is going on for decades and decades. So many behaviorists, they came up with the idea that when your cat is purring, it is trying to tell you that it is all good. It is all good with its health, it is all good with his behavior and his mental health. You can hear a cat to purr when they're afraid, when they're sick, when they're in pain, when they're happy, when they're blessed. So it is an iconic sound that all cats do. It is an important sound, and you will always listen to your cat doing the purring. How long does cats live? So cats live approximately 17 years. Some of them they can go more, some of them they might not be able to. It depends loads of times to the breed as well and how the cat is being treated through its whole life. And it's very important to take care of our nutrition of the cat, of the health of our cat, and we need to visit the doctor at least once a year to have a checkup for our cats, to have blood checks, and health checks in general. Why do cats hate water? Cats, they do not actually hate water. The main reason that the cats, they don't like water or they don't want to go nearby water is because their coat becomes too heavy and it is extremely uncomfortable for them, for their coat. So it is a coat thing, it's not a cat thing. So here is Ramsis again. Another question that I received for Ramsis is, what is he doing and he's looking so clean? So we do brush Ramsis on a daily basis. This is very, very important. So he gets his brush, he gets his toys, he gets his play every day. We do not bath them. We never put them into the bath. As I said, cats feeling uncomfortable with their coat being sweat. So we just brush them and we are making sure that the food that they're having, it is of high protein and high vitamins. So the nutrition of your cat, it plays a huge role into your cat's life, into your cat's health and your cat's coat. You asked me if my cats, they know English or Greek. I do speak to them mostly English. So another question that I've received, why do cats like to be sitting in high places? So as I said, cats, they do have wild instincts. So they like to be sitting in high places because they can observe either their prey or if there is any predators. So mostly that's why cats, they like to be sitting in high places. What you can do for your cat, you can buy them a cat tree and they are gonna love it. Cat tree, it needs to be enough high. So for example, it shouldn't be lower than 150 cm and no more than 2 meters. So people, that was the video for this week. As I've told you, Avra doesn't like to be touched, so I will just leave her alone. So I hope that you liked that video. I hope that you learned something from that video. If you want more videos in regards to cats, how to take care of your cat, if you have more questions, I am very happy to answer those questions. So I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. We will see you on our next video next week. Until then, bye!